The Stumbling Spirit is a podcast about resilience, and we explore this idea of resilience and how people experience resilience in many different ways and the many facets of resilience. And so I find people who have really interesting stories, who have a very specific area of expertise, and they share their experiences. And it's through their experiences that help to inspire others to cultivate their own sense of resilience and to grow their capacity for resilience as well. We all stumble through life, and I feel like that really does represent what resilience is all about. It's this idea that in life, we will trip up. And in my case, I probably do it on a daily basis. And I get up again. So it's this idea of persevering, moving forward, despite the fact that we encounter difficulties or challenges in life. And my podcast is really about interviewing people with different subject matter expertise and life experiences that might help others on their own journey of resilience. Yeah, the pandemic. I mean, we all experienced it. And I experienced an inflection point during that period of time where I had to reevaluate my career, and I ended up leaving it to start my own wellness venture. And that was really hard because I had a very stable career with a regular paycheck, and I entered into a world of uncertainty, and I'm still in that space of uncertainty, but I do know that this is what I'm meant to be doing. It's layered. It's that vitality, that drive, that confidence, the self-worth to move forward in life. That's one aspect of spirit. And then there's also the aspect of what some might associate with a soul, having a soul. And also there's this connection for those people that are more spiritual or lean more on the religious side of things. There's that connection to a higher power, source, universe, divine mother. But regardless of those definitions of spirit, it really does point to purpose. It's the whole reason why I'm doing this podcast, because resilience is really different from person to person based on their own life experience. And when we look at the standard definition of resilience, it talks about the ability to overcome or to recover from or to bounce back. But the reality is that there are no guarantees. So this is really an exploration to understand what resilience is all about. And I believe that it's about the qualities or characteristics that we have combined with certain actions that we take to help us overcome undesirable circumstances in our lives. And it's the drive to continue trying. Reiki, in its most basic definition, is energy medicine. And if we think about it, energy exists all around us and between us and within us. And what I do as a practitioner is I channel energy from source in its purest form, and I direct it intentionally towards the clients that I work with to clear out any blockages within their energy system and to restore their energy bodies back into balance. It's important to say that this is a sacred practice that is rooted in Japanese tradition, and it's been around for just over 100 years. Before I answer this question, I just need to state that often I hear from people that they are unable to be mindful because they find it hard to focus or to meditate. And the reality is that the whole point of mindfulness is to have those challenges. It's to get distracted. That is actually part of the practice. So what we're doing is we are refocusing our attention to whatever it is that we are directing our attention to. So essentially, mindfulness is the practice of compassionate presence without judgment. And it is about directing our attention in an intentional way with the right attitude. And that is something that Dr. Shauna Shapiro talks about. It's intention, attention, attitude. And those are the things that we bring to this practice to promote wellness into our lives. Often people, including myself, walk around and we forget that there is a body beneath our chin. We often live in our heads. And so what mindfulness does, it helps us connect back into our bodies and back into our environment, and it helps to reduce stresses within our lives. It helps reduce anxiety. It helps to release tension, emotional tension, physical tension, and mental stress. So it is something that is vitally important, in my view, to promote wellness in all of our lives. Mind bending, inspirational, spiritual, and compassionate.